What is up, you gorgeous, fabulous creatures? Welcome to another freaking awesome week here at the Losing It podcast. If you are loving what you're hearing and you want to hear more, please make sure you subscribe, hit that share button, and send this out to a girlfriend that you love, because this is how we're going to change the lives of women around the world. Honey, this is what we're talking about today. You want to talk about changing your damn life? This is what's going on. I'm going to start with a soul punch because I'm going to be brutally honest. Babe, you don't have a motivation problem. You don't even have a willpower problem. What you have is a damn excuse problem. You're skipping meals, starting again every Monday, living off your caffeine and your cravings. This is not a phase that you're going through. This has now become your identity. And today I'm going to rip it apart. If you are tired of feeling like you're just stuck in a body that you hate, and if you're done with sabotaging yourself every single weekend, drinking, partying, and stuffing your face on the weekends, then honey, buckle up, because I'm not here to baby you. I am here to turn you into the 1% woman who becomes unrecognizable in just 90 days. So yeah, let's go there. We're going to start with some brutal self-reckoning. The truth is, avoidance and action are costing you the same amount of energy. I want you to think about it. Right now, you're expending energy, avoiding your plans, making excuses, beating yourself up. But you could equally spend that same amount of energy executing the plan and actually moving forward. The difference is one keeps you stuck, the other one makes you unfreaking recognizable. So don't get it twisted. Your nervous system is always going to choose a familiar pain over an unfamiliar possibility. That's why you keep running back to the couch and the snacks and the late night binges, because even though it feels like hell, and it does, at least it's a hell that you know. But possibility, change, transformation, that's some scary shit. Not because it's worse, just simply because it's different, and your brain equates different with danger. So let's talk about the 1% woman versus the 99% woman. The 99% woman, she's the one listening to her fear. This is who you are right now. This is how you're acting. It's the role that you're playing. She's the one that eats when she's emotional. She's the one that's drowning in her cravings, ghosting her goals. Then she cries when her results ghost her. Come on, does this sounding a little bit familiar? But the 1% woman, she understands the only thing she's fighting right now is her own damn fear. Fear of failing again, fear of success, fear of judgment, fear of change. And here's the secret. Fear never leaves. You better get used to it, sunshine. It's not going anywhere. You can't wait until it's gone. All you have to do is stop letting it be the driver. The 1% woman, she's not waiting for fear to disappear. Oh, there's your Disney rhyme for the day. She's not waiting for fear to go away before she takes action. She overrides that fear with action. So let's talk about eliminating your excuses and actually building some damn discipline in your life, shall we? Because willpower fades. You're thinking that next Monday you're going to feel so motivated and it's going to be real easy next Monday. But that's exactly why you're super hot for 3 days and then you falling face first into your Uber Eats delivery. Discipline compounds. Get this straight. The longer you practice it, the easier it gets. It snowballs. It builds momentum in your life, and boundaries will protect that discipline. You are never going to be a 1% woman if you are sitting around saying yes to every single invitation, every snack, every drain on your energy because you don't want to offend anybody. Nah, I don't think so. Boundaries are not restrictive. They're protective. And while we're on it, here's another truth bomb. Decision fatigue is what's draining your performance every single day by at least 20 to 30%. What's decision fatigue? Every single time you ask yourself, oh, should I have this? I really shouldn't have this. But I really want it. Already eaten too many calories. You are leaking energy left and freaking right. The 1% woman keeps her choices simple and savage. She doesn't waste her mental bandwidth negotiating with cookies. How embarrassing for you. She's deciding once and for all, and then she executes daily with no further negotiation. So let's talk about the 90-day blueprint that I used to drop 15 kilos this year, because you cannot change what you currently are letting slide. Every skipped workout, every handful of snack, every just one more time. Babe, that is not harmless. That is literally identity erosion. The 90-day blueprint that I use is about reversing that erosion and upgrading your entire operating system. I'm talking following my 4 eating codes. If you haven't got them yet in my free course, hit the link in the show notes, kyliepax.com/free course. You need to be following those 4 simple steps so that you stop eating with your emotions and start eating by your own damn boundaries and standards. Talking about standards, creating standards and actually sticking with them. I'm talking building discipline that compounds daily. It doesn't feel like it's eroding your soul, and protecting your time, energy, and goals with some savage ass boundaries. This is how you stop ghosting your goals. This is how you stop negotiating with your cravings. This is how you finally end the start again on Monday cycle. So honey, this is it. You can either keep being the 99% woman, living in your familiar pain and waiting for willpower to strike you over the head along with your excuses, or you can choose to step into that 1% woman identity, the one where you kill the excuses. Hold a graveyard service for them. I don't care, honey, but you're going to start building some discipline, draw boundaries, and simplify your choices. That is how you become unrecognizable in 90 days. Because the real reason you keep sabotaging your weight loss, it's not because you're stressed and overweight, or because your kids are little animals, or your boss is a tool, and it's not because you love food so much. It's because you don't have the right blueprint. And that is why I launched the Become Unrecognizable in 90 Days Challenge. Ladies, we have to end this year strong. Not sort of kind of okay, or not so excited for the new year because we screwed away this year and just messed up everything. No, that is never going to be the vibe. There is only one solution that works for emotional eaters. I don't do little cutesy programs that help you sort of lose 20 kilos and gain back 35. Honey, that is not how I roll. This is a system that is built by yours truly, literally the world's biggest yo-yo dieter. There will be no more start again on Mondays, because permanent change doesn't come through you wishing, it comes through consistency and action and having a blueprint that actually works. Babe, you're not lazy. You never were. You've just been using the wrong methods. I'm going to share with you the bombshell planner and journal that I use to rewrite my self-sabotaging patterns and become my future self in just 90 days. And I'll be giving you live weekly calls, one-on-one support, and mindset out the wazoo, because whatever you need to make this happen, I got you. I'm going to drag you all the way to the finish line, even if I have to jump on a plane and come get you myself. I will not let any of you end this year in a worse place than where you started, or even where you started. That is worse. So if you're ready to end this year strong and become completely unrecognizable in just 90 days, come hit me up over on Instagram, comment unrecognizable, or join me today inside of the Bombshell Blueprint for the challenge. It's free inside for all members. I am sending you tremendous amounts of love. And as always, please remember, you're never going to get the life and the body of the 1% woman by thinking and acting like the 99%. One of those women is going to change her life. The other one, she's still waiting for Monday. I will see you again next week. Until then, gorgeous ones, bye for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to shimmy your butt over to kyliepax.com and join me inside of the Bombshell Blueprint so you can stop emotional eating and start losing your weight now. You'll also find helpful notes and resources inside my past podcasts that will help you lose your weight without losing your sanity. I will see you next week.